Professor Arkadiusz Kwiecien works at the Krakow University of Technology in Poland and has published over 260 scientific publications, over 50 expert opinions for industry, and conducted several research projects. He's an expert member of ISCARSA, and he was also an expert for ICOMOS mission to the Kwiecien Railway. Arek?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, there you are. You're ready to go.
Thank you. How to work with this? Okay. Thank you very much for introduction, Steve. And I would like to talk today about new topic that is related to guidelines in our case. Mainly I am thinking about the multidisciplinary teams. This topic was very hot, and yesterday we approved guidelines from ISCARSA, and Per Roca, who is guiding the special group that prepared these guidelines, also pointed out the importance of this topic. So I will show some introduction about the creation of multidisciplinary teams. Also, I will show three kinds of examples. One, fort in Kraków in Poland, tunnel portals in Ruthenian Railway in Switzerland, and also viaduct in Kraków in Poland. So, if we read the guideline for the analysis, conservation and structural restoration of architectural heritage that was prepared by ISCARSA, so we can read that knowledge of the structure requires information. Of course, you can read the rest. And also, intervention requires an interdisciplinary approach. It means that multidisciplinary teams are required. I would like to show you how it goes through these examples. So, first example is Fort 49A Dłubnia. It is the structure constructed by Austrian army at the end of 19th century, and it was not damaged by wars, but was damaged by devastation and overzealousness done by people. So, if we go to the details, I mean these armored domes, they were blown up by Polish soldiers in 70s of 20th century because they wanted to obtain scrap. So, as you can see, these serious damages that are cracks in walls and walls, leakage with salt in cracks, and large fissures to cracks, I mean the improper reparation, corrosion of wooden floors, also water on floors, ice on walls and floors, also lack of plasters and water leakage by reparation. These were present in all floors that are presented here. So, as you can see, according to, is the laser pointer? No. So, according to damages related to these armored domes, it is on the upper part, but there are also space for soldiers where we can observe another damages. And these damages were caused by some kind of, maybe not improper construction, because at the beginning when people constructed the concrete vaults, in this case they do not know about shrinkage too much. Yeah? So in this case, fissures and cracks that appeared on the roof allow to enter the water inside the structure. But about this, soldiers, Austrian soldiers, experience with that, made the roof that is presently showed on the picture, the wooden roof, protecting the structure against water. And also during this First War and Second War, this roof was present. But during the conservators that wanted to recover the original first impression of this structure, they removed the roof, so allowed to enter the water inside the structure, and in 5 years we received very fast degradation, as you observed. So we can say that overzealousness in war is worse than sabotage. So, source of damages, initiation and development. Of course, cracks in armored roof, vaults and walls were caused by shrinkage of early constructed concrete. Rainwater was passing through the cracks and ice experienced in there, causing more damages. Also, of course, blowing up of armored domes to obtain the scrap was the source of the damages. And finally, the most serious was removal of roofing above the ceiling. We can point out that there were some negative action of experts. So first, not enough deep study of archives, I mean lack of identification of historical structural problems. Also, only one expert made the decision about removing of the protecting roof, so do not study deeply the source of this roof in the past. Also, lack of interdisciplinary team of experts. After that, when there was the serious damages, new interdisciplinary team of experts was constructed with some engineers, with some conservators. Also, deep study of archives were done, where we recognize that the Austrian army constructed very early this protecting wooden roof, and also decision on reconstruction of this protecting is the plus of this action, because now it is this action is ongoing. So another example, it is the Ruritanian Railway that is heritage property on the ICOMOS list. So in this case, you can see that this kind of structure present very valuable features, because they constitute an outstanding technical, architectural and environmental assembly, and embodies architectural and civil engineering achievements in harmony with the landscapes through which they pass. So, what was the problem, the main problem? It is the challenge, because at the beginning, the structure, I mean the tunnel and the portals were designed for special speed, I mean 30 kilometers per hour, also special profile. So during the exploitation, then they increase the current operation requirements, so they were able to use it more effectively. But the owner of the structure wanted to improve more the effectiveness of these railways, so this kind of requirements was at the first place, and they wanted to reconstruct all this structure. So also, when they did some kind of investigation, they found that damages inside the tunnels are very serious. Of course, not in all tunnels, but in some of them. And they designed for safety. Maybe battery is wrong? Absolutely, it is. So they designed special standard method for repair. So constructing new inner part of the tunnel, but also they wanted to reconstruct, back here. They wanted to reconstruct the portals. So they designed that they will remove and completely destroy and reconstruct, rebuild 38 portals. So in this case, they started to do it. So 2 tunnels were repaired, 4 of them were demolished and reconstructed as it is presented. May I ask you the next one? So during the action, when we created a special team in this ICOMOS ISCARS ignition, also with very wide team of experts from railway, from conservators in Switzerland, we went step by step to find a solution to do minimum intervention and also to do as effective to find as effective solution as possible for the owner. So in this case, we found such solution. I'm not going to go to details. You can read more during the presentation that we present during SAC conference in Japan. So source of inappropriate approach. So first, pressure from the railway management. They wanted to improve and also urgent repair all the damages. Also, there was present a conflict, natural, between various stakeholders, conservators, users, authorities, and constructor and the local government. Yeah? Each party wanted to do different things. As the result, two tunnels were repaired and 4 portals were destroyed and rebuilt. Negative action of experts, permission for portal reconstruction without consultancy with UNESCO and ICOMOS, also conflict and lack of engagement of an interdisciplinary team at the beginning of experts during this process. So, positive action of experts after creation of mission of ICOMOS UNESCO team, we obtained with these people a compromise. Yeah? We were sitting close to one table and started to evaluate step by step what should we do. And also we created, this team had some arguments, also others the same. So we found the compromise, and also we solved the problem because we did precise calculation. So they were moving of the track, also some cutting of the stones, also adjusting of speed of the train. In this case, we are able to find proper solution. And the last example, I can say that it is shame of Kraków, but maybe rather shame of Poland. I'm in the Grzegorzecki viaduct. Initially, it was constructed as the bridge. Next, as the viaduct, thus filling the river with the gravel. And finally, in 2021, the whole heritage structure was demolished completely. Why? Because Poland received money for new railway, and they wanted to make more effective this railway passing through Kraków. So they constructed reinforced concrete new twin viaducts very close to the old one, and also they wanted to make on the old bridge the same system with the same standard that appears for the Polish railway standard. But the structure was in very poor condition. Yeah? We did a lot of research. So we created interdisciplinary team where 3 experts of ISKARSA were involved. Also, let me say, a half of experts, scientists from Kraków University of Technology, and also designers of the railway, also conservators, also some authorities. We did a lot of investigations. There were tons of results. Also, there was elaborated special project that was also modeled with numerical analysis, including everything step-by-step designing approach. So we solved finally the problem. Also, we proposed some minimum intervention for repair of this viaduct to able to carry the loads according to new standards, and we passed this elaboration. To the conservator office. It was accepted. Yeah, but what was the problem? Initially, the conservator, before received and constructed the team, this interdisciplinary team, had opinion of the conservator that the structure assumed poor structural strength. This is the first. As second, it would not able to withstand this new load. So this was statement of this conservator authority. When we passed our solution as a team to the ministry, they ignored it completely. They removed the structure from the historical list and were able to demolish the structure. So they did it, What was very tricky, as it was argument that it is in poor condition, you can observe that even when they remove whole gravel from the structure, they had to use very heavy equipment, dynamic equipment, to demolish the structure, yeah? Even if the structure was in poor condition. Yeah? So now you can see the visualization of newly erected and old reconstructed viaduct. Of course, both are reinforced concrete structure with the cover, masonry cover, and source of inappropriate approach. Of course, pressure from railway management that wanted to improve and repair very quickly the structure. Of course, conflict between various stakeholders. In this case, I can say that as a team, we had to do very big effort to convince this conservator expert from the conservator side that we are right, yeah? But finally, we find compromise, and we had to say the same statement, that it is possible to make a proper structure with all requirements. But one guy, one ministry, withdrawn the viaduct as the solution, yeah, and the way, the path to destroy the structure, and also the viaduct was demolished. So positive action of experts. So we create really competent team, interdisciplinary team. We did a lot of work, a lot of elaboration, a lot of tests, yeah, on-site tests and laboratory tests. So we elaborate also the proper solution. But in this case, we finally received acceptance of the conservator office. So we were sure that we are able to construct everything. After half a year, of course, there was negative action of experts, omission of decision, indecision of the full documentation prepared by interdisciplinary team, like we do nothing, yeah? And also, what is very important, conflict between people. So in the conclusion, I can say that setting of interdisciplinary team of experts for protection of heritage structure is the must. So we should do. It must be interdisciplinary. No one should decide singularly about such serious problems. Also, we should assure no conflict during the elaboration. We should avoid conflict, because it can cause that our structure that we would like to survive will fail. Yeah? It will be victim at the end. And also, overzealousness in restoring and the original form, and too high conservatism sometimes in protection of heritage authenticity can be harmful and can result in loss of valuable historical structures. Thank you very much.